The King coming in here, and he's just the guy that we want to talk to. We'll see him in action a little bit later. But we've got some questions for this young man, as that last bit of footage that we saw left me shaking my head. Jerry, got to get right into it and ask you, that footage is, Dave and I were just talking about it. What in the world has happened with Jeff Jarrett?
Well, I'm just going to say, I think, from what I've heard, of course, you know, after last Monday night, I was as confused as just about anybody. The last time I saw Jeff Jarrett, it was up in the World Wrestling Federation. He acted as friendly as ever, laughing, joking around. But I think the problem has been that week in and week out, apparently Dream Machine has been somehow getting in touch with Jeff as he's up in the WWF and telling Jeff that I've been coming out here on TV week in and week out, knocking him, you know, saying all sorts of things about Jeff Jarrett. And I think probably anybody that's been watching the show, all of these people out here probably know, I haven't not mentioned Jeff Jarrett on this TV show, and I don't know when. I don't know what the deal is. I remember back probably, well, you know, the week we had the Monday Night Memories.
Yes.
Jeff Jarrett sent in an interview from the WWF at that point, you know, saying something about how can we have a Best of Memphis match with him not in it. I may have made some sort of comment on that. I can't even, I've been racking my brain trying to remember if I made a comment about it or not. But I don't even think I commented on that. I know for a fact that I have not been coming out here week in and week out talking and saying anything about Jeff Jarrett. But from what I understand, that is what Dream Machine has been telling him that I've been doing.
And he's been taking all this in from the Dream Machine, didn't come up to you man to man and say, hey, what is all this stuff?
No, as a matter of fact, as I said, I saw him just a couple of weeks ago in, I think it was Albany, New York, at a WWF TV taping, and, you know, it was a hectic situation, everything was busy, but he acted as friendly as ever. I mean, you know, and didn't say one word, didn't even mention the USWA or what was going on down here or anything like that.
Jerry, I don't have to bring it to your attention because you were on the receiving end of it. That wasn't just a little casual, well, here's one for you, and then he walks away. He stayed there and deliberately was trying to maim you and beating on you and all of that. So this is not one of those things that's going to pass.
No, exactly right. As a matter of fact, I asked him exactly how long that tape was. That videotape that we watched was 6 minutes and 30 seconds long. So for about 6 minutes of that was Jeff Jarrett and the Dream Machine just trying to, as far as I could see, they're trying to put an end to my career. Now, Jeff Jarrett and Dream Machine, if you think that I'm going to take that lying down, you got another thing coming. But I understand. I'm not sure. Did they talk to them after the match?
We've got an interview with both the Dream Machine and Jeff Jarrett on it. Good time right now. Let's take a listen and see what they've got to say.
Or, I guess from now on, when I tell you I got a surprise for you, you'll believe me, huh? You'll believe the Dream Machine because the Dream Machine don't lie. If I tell you a rooster dip stuff, you can look under his wing and find some Two Roads. Double J, that man has been knocking you, calling you, yelling every single week right here on this TV. Lawler, I told on you. I told you, Double J.
That's exactly right, Jerry.
I told you.
Yeah, that's right. You've been telling me. Jerry, this man right here has been telling me everything because I hadn't had the opportunity to be here in Memphis, Tennessee and watch WMC TV every Saturday morning.
That's right.
I've been out wrestling in the WWF worldwide, but this man right here, he's called me every week and he's reported. And you know what, Lawler? You know what he said that you said?
He said it.
He said that I was scared of you?
He said it. He said it. I told him, Lawler. He said it, Double J.
Lawler, you said that you run me out of the USWA and run me clear up to the WWF.
That's just exactly what he said.
I can't believe you'd say that, Lawler.
Well, he said it.
And you know, the final thing, the straw that broke the camel's back, Lawler, is that he said that I was afraid.
That's exactly
that I was scared to come to the Best of Memphis match.
He said,
well, no, I want to let everybody know right now that I was up in the Big Apple.
That's right.
I was up in New York City wrestling that night, and Lawler, I want you to know, and certainly you know after tonight, that Double J ain't afraid of nobody. I ain't scared of you, and I ain't scared of anybody. So, Lawler, I had the night off, one of my few nights off. And next Monday night, I got another one.
He knocks.
So you find you a partner. I got me one.
Yes, sir.
You find you a partner if you can.
He knocks you bad, double. You think it's over, Jerry Lawler? You take a long, hard look at my face. Every face tells a story.
Monday night. We'll get him.
I'm going to get him. Lawler.
We'll get him Monday.
It'll never be over.
Well, there it is, and it's going to be a whole lot different than coming in and jumping you from behind. But you've got to come up with a partner, Jerry.
Well, I've come up with a partner. You know, I guess the Dream Machine and Jeff Jarrett think that they're the only two guys that can be buddy-buddy. Well, in this profession, you don't always have to have your best friend as your partner. What you want to get when you come up with a situation like this is you want somebody that doesn't care who he hurts. You want somebody that doesn't care what he's going to do to somebody else. You want somebody that's not out there to win any beauty contest, not out there to win any popularity contest. You want somebody that's out there to do one thing, and that's hurt his opponent. So the man that I've asked to be my partner this week, and I'll be the first to admit, ordinarily I would ask Brian Christopher. But Brian Christopher has already got one of the toughest matches that he's ever going to have because his hair's at stake.
Yep.
And I know full well, anytime you got your hair at stake, that's what you got to concentrate on. So what I did, I asked a man that, like I said, I know what he's capable of doing because he's done a lot of it to me. But lately he's been trying to change his ways, and I'm going to give him an opportunity to prove to me that he is a changed man. All I'm asking that he do this Monday night is when we get in the ring against the Dream Machine, who is about 3 bricks shy of a load, and Jeff Jarrett, who thinks he's now the greatest thing since sliced bread because he's in the WWF, all I'm doing is asking this man to fight as hard with me as he has against me in the past, and I think he'll do that. I want to bring him out here right now. My partner for this match Monday night. A lot of people may say you're crazy, King, but I think I know what I'm doing. It's hot stuff Eddie Gilbert, and in the past few weeks, he's proved, I think, to me and everybody else, by being partners with Brian Christopher, winning the tag team titles, that he is a man that is trying to change his ways.
Well, there it is, Eddie. Jerry selected you as a partner. You realize there's a lot on your back, not only just from the standpoint of the match, but a lot of people still have some questions.
A lot of people have questions about everything. I was standing back there listening to Jerry Lawler talk. A lot of things gone through my mind, too, and this is something I thought would probably never happen. And I got to tell you something. I never thought that you'd probably ever even want me to be your partner. I know it had to hurt you a little bit, though, just a little bit, to stand out here knowing that Brian Christopher couldn't be your partner and actually have to ask and know that you need me to be your partner this week, Monday night. Because you know deep in your mind and deep in your heart that you need me to be your partner. Because what you are up against is something that I know everything about. And I want you to understand something. I want all the people to understand something, too. You saw a little tape out here a little bit earlier when the Dream Machine and Jeff Jarrett jumped you, and it was about 6 or 7 minutes there of them just beating on you. A lot of the guys went out of the dressing room to help you. Brian Christopher went out there, but Doug cut him off. Well, I just want you to know, when I was in the shower, when I came out, the dressing rooms had empty. If I had known, if I could have been there just a minute earlier, I would have been there for you. I want you to know that right now. You were talking about the Dream Machine a while ago being 3 bricks shy of a load. Dream Machine, I am 5 bricks shy of a load. I want Jeff Jarrett to know something. You think you're a pretty boy. Well, I think you're a sissy. You're a sissy boy, and I am going to step into the ring Monday night as Jerry Lawler's tag team partner, his partner. And we are coming after you two, the greatest and the best that you've ever seen, because he knows, Jerry Lawler knows, that I have no heart. I have a cold, cold heart. I have no heart, no feelings for anybody. So whenever he says, go after them, I'm going to go after them. And you know what the real reason is I want to get you guys? Because you're trying to end his career. And if anybody was ever going to do that, that's me. Nobody's going to touch Jerry Lawler until I say so. So you can just think of it as I'm going to kind of protect you and look after you in the future. I'm going to make sure these guys pay dearly for what they did to you. Also, Eddie Gilbert, I've said this many times, you got a long memory. Dream Machine has been thinking about stuff that happened 10 years ago. You've been thinking about stuff that's happened between you and I that goes back longer than 10 years ago.
But I just want you to remember back about maybe 4 or 5 or 6 weeks ago, when you were in a ring and you thought you could trust the Dream Machine, and the next thing you found out, you were laying flat on your back looking up at Tommy Rich, Adam Baum, and the Dream Machine trying to kick your brains out. You know he's a snake in the grass, and now he's converted Jeff Jarrett, and all I want you to do is Monday night, bring the biggest fireball you can muster up, because I can't think of a better sight than to see that long blonde hair of Jeff Jarrett going up in flames. And Dream Machine, I got something special for you. You talk about a surprise last week. I got a big surprise for you this week, pal.
Looking forward to seeing it. Two of the very best in the business, Jerry Lawler, Eddie Gilbert, both with an agenda in there, but both on the same side. Going to be something else to see. Dave, time for that mega time.
Hey, you're exactly right. Boy, what excitement going to be coming up this
How about
week.
that, huh?
We'll check that entire card, but first, it's time to give